The telephone rang again, and the transporter of all letters, from the postal to the telegraph, Morris, was sent overseas. And this is something beautiful that we just can't believe in anymore, is the stamp for the meters that paid for the bulk mailing, and the monopolies of the government fee that paid the article, to proof of all and all too often failure. My packages never reached their destination because the beautiful beast wherein my little homing ability and the speed and altitude of the military ceased in 1957. And I just wish they had survived the hot air balloon infusion of wartime, because so many were shot down, killed, murdered, and died in the loss in the air and the clouds so high, and the ligaments were shattered like legs of 200 US soldiers in the Lost Battalion. And I can't believe that so many people have forgotten of the attacks of the regimes of friendly fire. This is what we condone as being delivered. Inaccurate coordinates for our communication systems, not delivered by the beautiful pigeons, but the inaccurate amalgamations of the algorithms sent forth through the streets of the human condition, wherein we believe the commonly expressed headlong statements like, "This is something you should believe because it's on the newspapers, therefore it must be true." So the dense forests wherein hide the propaganda, so read between the lines, and I can't believe the next invasion is coming. It's in your mind, it's already begun. When you think of black on white, or some stereotype, or the prejudice that infuses the occupation of your mind, is it you? Will you launch a counterattack against the grain that holds the sand within your own mind, or will confusion reign amidst the ignorance and the inaction of your pacifist headquarters of the infraction, wherein the enemy is nothing but yourself, because you are a traitor to the duty officer at hand, and the loyalty of you is not spotted in the mirror, because you're just going backwards, witless, like an acronym, going backwards to the information you've received, and therein you'll stay, and witness the re-establishment of the connection of the flanks of propaganda to the all-encompassing headquarters of self, and sit behind the desk you will, and you'll look in the mirror, but someone else will be sitting there in a far-off day, and you'll regret the position you applied for, because that was a key breathtaking day when the lines behind enemy battalions were controversial, because historically you are regarded as nothing but a shelled on your own artillery day, and the wrong coordinates were given by yourself, and the barrage went off, and the private self was no longer, because all you ever were and are in the aftermath of your edited self is a promotion of words you give in a reiteration of a historical context of where you were, where you started, where you're from, where you went to school, and a bunch of wheres and whens that don't accompany the fictional portrayal of yourself in this moment. For all accounts, you are something totally different. So remember who you are. Don't become a lost battalion to your own historical citizenship.